here she is. So she definitely goes up into a claw, makes it really easy to style and put up. You're gonna find the ends are gonna be pretty feathered and of course lighter at the ends. So I like to keep them in the front still. So it's one that people seem to be loving. It was sold out in many styles, like lickety split. Hi everybody, welcome back to the Chiquel YouTube channel. My name is Amanda and today I'm going to give you a short and sweet review on the beautiful Madrid by Belle Tress's newest collection, their Spanish City collection. But before I jump into it, I'm going to remind you to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel where you can learn even more about alternative hair. So Belle Tress recently came out with their newest city collection, which is their Spanish City collection. It features around 12 newer styles, including this one. And out of all of their city collections, their Italian one, their British collections, California collection, and their New York ones, for some reason, the Spanish collection did the best and it just flew off the shelves the quickest. Now recently I did a little comparison on 4 of the newer bob styles from the Spanish collection that you can go and check out if you haven't seen that already. But I wanted to make sure I showed Madrid all by itself since there isn't really one that it compares to within the collection. Now I'm wearing Madrid here in the color Macadamia Latte Rooted, which is a brand new color that has been introduced into the city collection styles. It is a really beautiful light to medium brown base with more cool blonde highlights throughout it. And then we have a medium brown root. I have shown this color. Actually, I recently made a short video here on YouTube that shows this color, talks about this color, and also compares it to Brown Sugar Sweet Cream from their Cafe collection. And it also compares it to Shaded Cappuccino from Chiquel Wigs, because they are a little bit similar in color, but go check out that short video and you can kind of see the differences. Now let's talk about this actual style. So Madrid is made with, of course, Belle Tress's heat-friendly synthetic fibers, which are so buttery soft and smooth. If you haven't tried Belle Tress's fibers yet, you're going to love them. Now with heat-friendly fibers, like I said, they are going to come to you so buttery soft and smooth and you are going to love them, but quickly, over a short amount of time, you will find that, especially the longer ones, they're gonna get a little tangly, they're gonna get a little frizzy and frazzly at the ends, and they're gonna need heat treatment in order to maintain the ends. So I suggest, or I guess what I do with my heat-friendly synthetic fibers is probably every other wear, so every 2 wears or so, I will spray the ends with some water, just some plain water from a spray bottle. I will take some kind of heat, either a hair straightener or a blow dryer brush, like one of those round brushes, and I will apply heat at the ends to help get the frizz out of your fiber. Heat is really the only thing that's going to get that frizz out. Product is not going to take the frizz away. Only heat will do that. So make sure that if you are going to be investing in a heat-friendly synthetic fiber wig, just be prepared that you will have to maintain it with heat throughout your wears and a little bit more often than you would with just a plain synthetic fiber. Now, just like the majority of all Belle Tress styles, Madrid is going to be a lighter density style. So there's not a ton of hair on here. So when I say density, that just refers to how much hair or how much fiber is actually sewn or knotted onto the cap itself. So if I put this back into a ponytail, you can see that the amount of hair here isn't that much. So we do have that lower density, and because this is a layered style, you're gonna find the ends are gonna be pretty feathered and of course lighter at the ends because of all of that layering. And also, just like the majority of other Belle Tress styles, you're not gonna find any Permatease in Madrid either. So it's gonna lay pretty low profile, it's gonna lay flat against your head, you're not gonna feel like it's too poofy. It sits pretty nice and snug to your head. So let me turn around and show you all of Madrid. Now, I've been finding that the fit of the Spanish collection styles is pretty consistent amongst most of them. They are fitting average to maybe just a little bit smaller than average. I'm a petite size with 20.5 inch circumference, 11.5 inches front to nape, and 11.5 inches ear to ear. I would bring the adjusters in on this just a tiny bit. And in terms of the amount of bulk left in the cap, there's a little bit, to be honest. It doesn't fit like snug as a bug in there, but it does fit nicely. So if you are a petite average head size, this will probably fit you really well. Not perfectly, but it will fit you well. If you are average, this will fit you as well. Now, if you are a little bit bigger than average, maybe like a 22.5-inch circumference, I think this would fit you in the circumference because this, I mean, it is quite stretchy, you know, like you can get a lot of stretch out of it. The only thing I would worry about would be if there's enough cap in the rest of the cap to fit around, you know, your front to nape measurement so that you're not pulling it too snug and so it's not like slowly riding up or slowly riding back on you. So if you do have an average large head and you have worn any of the Spanish collection styles, let us know below how it fits on you. As much as I want to be confident and tell you that it will fit, my head isn't that size, so I cannot say for sure. Now, in terms of the length of this, we have about 5 inches of bang up at the front. The sides measure anywhere between 9-inch layers to up to 15-inch layers. And then right from your nape, so right where it's sewn onto that back portion right at the bottom here, that's gonna be about 9 inches long. Overall, you're gonna find from the top to the bottom, it's gonna reach around 16 inches in length. Now, I did find with this particular wig, when I took it out of the box, the bangs were a little bit funky. Like see how they kind of just wanna like, zoop. They don't really wanna lay exactly the way I want. And that's not to say that this is a poorly made wig, it just has a little bit of box hair. So when a wig has been sitting in a box for a certain amount of time, sometimes it just, you know, lays in a certain way and that's where it wants to stay. So I would probably take some heat to this, spray it with some water, take my hair straightener and try and direct it to go down and sort of curve it around a little bit more so it's not like zoop, sticking out. But overall, this style is, I think, adorable. These bangs, they are nice and full. There is a good amount of bang here and it does go all the way to the side of your head here and sort of gradually get longer. So it blends in really nicely with the rest of the style here in a really nice layered way. Now, if you aren't necessarily a front bang kind of a gal, you could potentially move them to the side a little bit. They aren't like super duper long bangs, but if you wanted to, you could train them with heat to be a little bit more of a side swept bang. Of course, still, this is not, see what I mean? These bangs are just being so silly. You could train with heat to make it a little bit more of a side swept look if that's what you would prefer. However, just know that Madrid is actually a center part style. So it has a center monofilament part. So that monofilament part in the center is what gives you that natural illusion of growth right from your scalp here. So you have a little bit, you have about 1 inch of space here to work with to give you that part. You can do slightly off center to the left or right, but you wouldn't be able to do a deep left or a deep right part. This is just strictly in that center inch section there. Madrid also has a lace front, so you could pull this off of your face if you wanted to, and it gives you that illusion of hair growth right from your hairline. So when you have bangs like Madrid, the lace front isn't necessary, but it is a nice feature to have in case the hair moves funny, goes off of your face when you don't want it to, then at least you still have that nice illusion of growth from your hairline. Madrid is gonna be really easy to style, especially with these bangs. So whenever you have bangs, I find it makes it easier to style because it is hiding that hairline in the front. So you don't need to worry about anyone noticing any lace or any knots there, which makes it a little bit more comforting to pull back. Even when I do pull it back though, I always leave some fibers out in the front, kind of by my ear tabs and the sides here, just so I'm not exposing anything else. Like if I were to pull this right back, you might be able to see the seam of my wig there. So I like to keep them in the front still. But let me show you what this would look like in a half up, half down. Do this really quickly for you. So it can style really sweetly and really easily, super easy to do. And then, let me see here. I have another claw, the bigger one. Let's see what this is gonna look like in more of an updo. Of course, it is long enough to get back there, but let's just test it out and see what she looks like. And you could do a ponytail with this as well. It would be a cute pony as well. All right, so this probably won't be my best work, but we shall get the idea here. I do like using claw clips with wefted caps like this one because it grabs a hold of the wefting and it just makes your wig feel super secure. At least for me it does. Okay, here's a really quick idea of what a claw might look like. I have no idea what it looks like. And again, I would leave some pieces out in the front here. Probably pull this a little bit tighter, but here she is. So she definitely goes up into a claw, makes it really easy to style and put up. Okay, let me take this down and I'm gonna just quickly show you what this cap looks like on the inside. So like I was saying, this has that lace front. So you'll notice the lace front extends into your ear tabs. So it does this gradual melting into your ear tab, which makes a really seamless transition there, which I love. We have your center monofilament part here. So like I said, about an inch of space to work with in terms of parting. The rest of your cap is open wefted, so you can stretch it. It's got all these elastics sewn vertically throughout the wefting. So it does have that stretch and it does have that breathability and ventilation to it. We have your velvet ear tabs with the metal stays in it. So the reason there's metal in here is because if we didn't have any metal, or if this was all lace, it would be really floppy and flappy against here and it wouldn't stay down. So the metal stays in there, help the wig stay flush against your temples, which allows this to be a glueless wig. So you don't necessarily need any glue to keep these wigs on because it's just gonna stay flush against your temples here. We also have an extended velvet nape here with your Velcro adjusters to adjust your circumference. So all in all, that is pretty much what this wig is made up of. All of the City Collection styles are going to have pretty much the exact same cap. You're gonna see a lace front, you're gonna see a monofilament part like you do here. However, the real difference between any of the City Collection styles is that some will have a center part and some will have a left part. But other than that, everything about the cap in all of your City Collection styles, from the California to the New York to the Italian to the Spanish to the British, all of the City Collections will have the exact same cap. They will all have a low density. They will all have like no permatease. They will all be very natural, easy to wear styles. All right, I'm gonna put this on one more time so that you can give her one last peek before I say goodbye. Remember, make sure that if you're more interested in the color Macadamia Latte Rooted, check out my short that I just recently posted that talks a little bit more about this color. And you can also look at the 4 sort of bob styles that I was comparing in the Spanish collection, and all of them are shown in this color as well. So it is a beautiful color. It is a very popular color. It was sold out in many styles, like lickety split. So it's one that people seem to be loving because it is that really beautiful mix of brown and blonde, or also known as that blonde color. If you have any questions, of course, leave them below. I'm happy to answer. Hopefully I have answered most of your questions here in this video, but I'm happy to talk to you about anything else that you guys might need to know. But with that, I'm gonna skedaddle out of here, let you go enjoy your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.